1982 to 1990, Barbabees were at Rio de Janeiro circuit, with his sixth and final being here at Sao Paulo. Of all the drivers who started on pole at the Sao Paulo circuit, less than half of them finished as a race leader. This means doing well in qualifying does not guarantee coming out on top in Brazil. Fernando Alonso has never taken victory in Brazil, yet the Spaniard has made the podium on 8 occasions. Any of them have lost only one less than
Good evening, RRF1, and welcome to our final sprint weekend of the season and the penultimate race of the season, where realistically the championship can be solidified here for Master Spread, as Plum is missing next week and he has a 25-second penalty added to this race. So Spread, all he has to do is finish, really. Constructors was solidified last week for the AlphaTauri boys, myself being one of the drivers for them on the Wednesday division, so we love that, as well as Goomba and Plum and the Dark Mark. So well done, lads, we love it. First guy out on track, Mr. Axel, coming in from RRF1 tonight. Thank you for boosting the numbers up a little bit. Here we go. Axel coming around the essential last corner. Full speed ahead. ERS is on. And we'll keep on board with him for the first lap. See what he can do. Doesn't look too bad. So 107.8 for Axel, amazing time. Here comes Ollie. So 108.2 for him. Rufio is starting his one. This is Mr. X. Scott, where can he put himself? 109.7 for him. Obviously short quality with the sprint afterwards. So you'd want to get yourself really in the top 8. That's probably the best position to be, the scoring points for the actual sprint. Anything can happen. Goomba has invalidated. Plum's crossed the line to put in his first time. Captain Frazzle. Bacon so is going to cross the line to start his time. We'll jump on board with Spread. See Rufio in front. See what he can do. 109 flat. Here comes Spread. P3 a 108.2 for Spread. Mr. X going for another one by the looks of things. We've got Plum behind him. We know what Plum can do. It's a 107.9, just shy of Axel. Fritz Strick's probably going in a cool down and going for another. Captain Frazzle goes P1. 107.8. There's Bacon Soda 107.6. Looks like Plum's had a mare in his lap. Greza goes P7 with a 108.2. Goomba to set his first time. The 108.9, it's not bad from Goomba to be fair. Puts him in P8 so far. Fritz Strick improves by 3 seconds. He's going for one now though. Mr. X is probably coming in the pits here. On board with Ewan. He's yet to set a time. Probably be looking in the mid 108s to low 108s, I'd presume, for Ewan. But let's see what he can do. Got one of the Red Bulls back out on track already. Here comes Ewan. The high 108s, just shy of Goomba. And P8. Icebreaker was on a lap. I think he's building up to go for another one. Evening, Tom. Thanks for joining, mate. He lets his teammate of Ollie past. Looks like Ollie's gearing up for another one, as is Rufio. There's a yellow flag. I'm not sure who Ali Ferrari is. He's left, thankfully, didn't select a car. To XY, but it looks things he's lost it. We're keeping ball with Scott, I believe. Yeah, Spread's gearing up for another one, so it will be Scott. Currently sitting P11. Is a 7/10 improvement, jumps him up to P10. Oh, just in front of Rufio, who is actually approaching from behind. I know Ollie's on the lap, and I believe Icebreaker. Oh, Ollie's come in. So Icebreaker, he's run out of deploy. So 108.7 P8 for him. Who have I just missed? Jump up there. It's Rufio, 108.7. Puts him up into P8 now. Hybrid Knight is on his way out. Got Greza starting his second lap. Master Spread is going to cross the line. What an angle that is. The 108.2 down on his time. No improvement there. Plums into the pits. I think he messed up one of his runs. Piper's invalidated, but it is his outlap. Bacon's going again, as is Goomba. Currently down in P10. Bacon Soda potentially getting blocked there from Hyper Igniter. Maybe on an in-lap. I think he is on an in-lap. He's letting Scott past. Oh, and Scott loses it on the curb. Oh, he just got out of the way in time. Spreads into the pits. Reza improved by 4 tenths, went up to P3 at 7.8 for him. Axel's gearing up for another one. Goomba's invalidated on his second run, so he should be probably coming into the pits. No, he's going to cross the line, okay. Would have been a 10th improvement, wouldn't have jumped him. Oh, it might have, to be fair, actually. Hyper Igniter gearing up for another one. Scott's down on his time. Into the pits he goes. So one man still yet to set a time, and it's this guy. Got Fritz Strick coming around to complete his second run. The start his second run, sorry. Red Bull, Mr. X as well. Blum starting his. No, into the pits he comes. Goomba probably coming in, so let's keep him ball with Hyper Igniter. Evening mark. Just myself for tonight. Mr. Dartmark's racing. Hyper with a 1087. He might want to get himself back in quickly to do another run. He's got Icebreaker coming out of the pits behind. Go down to one of the Red Bulls, Mr. X. So 1097 for Mr. X. But Axel on a lap's 10th up. That would put him in second. See if he can keep it going. Excuse me. Axel's into the pits, so he's going to leave it for his last run. Hyper's in low fuel mode, so Icebreaker behind. Looks as if Fritz Strick's in low fuel mode as well. He is. Captain Frazzle is out again. Currently sitting in P2. Getting a bit of heat into those tyres. Let's see what he can do. very tidy through sector 1. There's a tenth and a half up. Easy to lose a lot of time through the middle sector. It looks clean so far, a bit of a snap there. And there's almost 3 tenths improvement. That would put him in front of Bacon. So Captain Frazzle up to the line. And he's going to take pole position with a 107.4. 4 tenth improvement from him. It's a great time. Scott's going to be starting another one, as will Greza and Rufio. All bunching up a little bit here. Let's see what Plum can put on the board. So 107.5, just shy of Captain Frazzle. And there's a reset to track. Bacon Soda going for one now, as are a lot of the drivers. Mr. X is gearing up for one. Scott looks like he isn't going to get one in. Axel's lost it. Fritz Trick's lost it. We've just lost 2 drivers on the last runs. What's gone on there? Icebreaker P9. Ollie just misses the line. Bacon Soda spreads into the pits. No improvement from Bacon, or a slight improvement. It's not good enough. Hyper and Ewan very close. Goomba doesn't improve. Mr. X is lost. Scott is slightly down on his time. Probably see him head into the pits. We'll see. He's going to go for it. Is going to be any improvement? He's run out of deploy. 4 attempts down, unfortunately. Rufio into the pits. And Icebreaker's down on his time, so that is qualifying over and done with. Plum and Bacon, P2 and P3. Qualifying is done, so we're just waiting for Rufio and Mr. X's, or Rufio's car in, and there we have it. And there is qualifying done. So Captain Frazzle takes pole for the sprint with Bacon Soda, Plum, P2, P3, Greza, P4, Axel, Spread, Ollie, Rufio. There's some good names there. So we'll be back with you guys in 3 minutes time. We'll be going at 56 minutes past. So get prepared for the last sprint of the season. I'll leave that up there for you guys. See you in a bit. So the countdown begins for the... Why did the pit crew stand like that? What is that all about? Jesus. Anyway, the countdown starts now, 10 seconds before we do the formation lap for the sprint. And away they go to start the formation lap. Let's have a look at the tyres. They've two drivers starting on the softs. One of them being the race leader, and one of them being Hyper Igniter. Race leader, the sprint leader, sorry. Are they going to be able to take these softs 12 laps? That's the big question here. Evening, Woodsy. So, Bacon sits behind the Alpine of Captain Frazzle. Your other Alpine driver didn't turn up, Mr. Lee. So it's just Frazzle, who is starting at the front of the sprint. Anything can happen. We can turn telemetry off. He is not. He is racing in this League v League thing. Plum loses it and goes into the wall. Luckily we haven't got RRF1's rules. He misses his grid box. He's waiting for Mr. X to line up. And the other Red Bull. Two drivers missing their boxes. Go on board with Plum for the race start. 3 lights. And away we go. Frazzle getting the start expected. Reza, and what a start that is. 3 wide into turn 1. Oh God. Bacon is out. Bacon has retired. We have a virtual safety car. Lap 1. Oh, there's another car into the wall. Oh my God. Ewan gets a 5-second severe collision with Scott. And we still have a VSC. Spread takes the lead of the sprint. Captain Frazzle down in P12. What has happened? What on earth has happened there? I think Ewan might have some wing damage. Just need a better angle. There's no wing damage. Potentially has rear wing damage. Mondays never disappoint. So I'm not. This must be a VSC still. It's a very long virtual safety car. Green, green, green. Away we go again. Icebreaker's up into P8. What a great move that is. We've just missed it, but gains 2 positions. Hyperignite is right on the gearbox of Axel. Give me a good camera angle. Okay, this will do. He's probably going to send it into the corner. He does. Oh, and there's a massive collision there with Rufio. His wing has come off. Guys, what is going on? Easy, easy. Hyper drops down to P14. Rufio will have no front wing. Or he's missing an M play at least. Greza's up to P3 now. And Master Spread leads the sprint. We've got Captain Frazzle on Rufio. Rufio's not going to fight it with the wing damage. What a horrific start it is from these guys. Master Spread will be buzzing, taking lead of the sprint, but he's got Mr. Plum behind him. Got Ewan further down approaching. Mr. XY doesn't look close enough to put off any move. Rufio's come in. Doesn't really want to be using another pair of mediums, and that's right, he's gone for the softs. Ewan and Mr. X. Oh, X, easy. 2 wide here. Up into the next corner. It looks like there was enough room given from each driver. X just sort of turns in slightly earlier. Ewan up into P10. Spread leading a little train here, 5 drivers. Plum fastly approaching on Spreads, it's not quite close enough. Axel gets the quickest lap. It's a 7, don't know what I'm saying, 7-4. I know it's very close, wasn't it? Very, very close. Here's Plum on Master Spread, using a bit of that battery. Still too wide. Could we see a Tom and the other driver? I can't remember situation here. Looks like the Haas of Spread is just slightly ahead. These two having a good old tussle. Still going side by side. Still going side by side in the AlphaTauri. Plum gets ahead. Spread still trying to nudge his car. Grezza potentially having a look at the inside there of Master Spread, but he doesn't. And it looks like the AlphaTauri is in front of Master Spread. He got the move done, and Plum now leads the sprint. Icebreaker could potentially go for a move here on the back of Scott. We have a yellow flag. X has lost it on the grass. Go down to Icebreaker. He's used a bit of his battery. He's got a lot more overspeed. He's going to go up the inside. Got to look to things into turn 1. Plenty of room given. And Scott, Icebreaker's gone for the switchback. It's Lewis Hamilton and then Max Verstappen. Oh, the seams. And Icebreaker slips past. This is literally like Lewis and Max, but Max doesn't bother defending, slips in behind Icebreaker, and Icebreaker up into P6. Plum and Spread still going side by side. Spread having to go the long way round. Oh, he gets a snap of oversteer. Oh, he's keeping his car in front. This is amazing. Incredible. And Master Spread pinches Plum. What a battle this is for the championship. And Spread's out in front. Grezza's probably enjoying this view of side-by-side racing. Yeah, good point, Lee. Good point. So, DRS should be enabled for this one after they cross the line. Plum with a lot more overspeed. They're going to go side-by-side. What a shit angle this is. On board with Grezza. Let's have a look at this. Incredible scenes. Grezza gets a great run on both of them. Grezza going for the double overtake. He's done it. He's still ahead. What a move from Grezza. Unbelievable. That's what he does. Other than touching kids, that's what he does. And now Grezza takes the lead after these two in front tussling. Axel's caught up here. Oh, that was very, very close. Ollie not far behind these 4 drivers. And Spread drops down to P3 now. Some incredible racing out front here. Scott's still fairly close to Icebreaker. Could have a look for something. With the back of the grid slowly opening up, but we can't get away from this. Grezza leads these two with much more batteries. X picks up a 3 second. Halfway through the sprint, we have a yellow flag. It's one of the Mercedes. It's Ollie. Ollie's lost it. He's going to drop down to P10. Frittrick may overtake him here. Here comes Plum on Grezza. I don't think he's close enough. He does lift off. We have another yellow flag. Mr. X speeds past Ollie there. X not having much battery. We'll go back to this. On board with Spread. Grezza with an outstanding move. We love to see it. Goes for the double overtake. Axel just sticking with the back of Master Spread. It looks like we've lost Scott. He's lost control of the car. Spread struggling through there. Plum's going to have the DRS. We're going to see the wing open. There it is. Is he going to be close enough to put a move on Grezza? I don't think he is. once again, just not close enough into turn 1. Let's have a look down on Mr. X and Ollie. Grezza picks up a 3-second. No. Grezza, that's going to impact him quite a bit. Mr. X running out of deploy as the wing open. Both of these guys struggling for battery. But Grezza has a 3-second, which would take him down to P4. Very disappointing considering the move he pulled off against Plum and Spread. Spread sort of falling off a little bit off Plum. Still getting the DRS, and Axel is just chilling behind these guys. Hoping to pick something off. But here comes jump on board with Plum again. I feel like Grezza just gets a much better X out of this corner. Plum saving the battery a little bit. He'll bide his time and go for the overtake when he needs to. He's got the DRS. He could go for it here. He's a lot closer. Up the inside of Grezza. Grezza not fighting that too much. Plum was... most of his car was ahead. Grezza could have another attack planned on Plum. Doesn't quite look like it. Spread's light's going to be flashing. Lap 9 of 12. I will be given a driver of the day for the sprint, but they won't get an extra point. It's going to be quite a difficult one to get. Goomba's up in P6. What the fuck? Goomba P6. Go on, son. Back to this, and Plum has almost opened a second gap to Grezza. Plum was biding his time, got past him, and has pulled the second for the DRS. Grezza's going to go through it just about, and will get it. There we go. Spreader slightly cut, won't be seeing any moves this time round. Lap 10 of 12, and Plum regains lead of the sprint. Captain Frazzle down in P9. Fastly approaching Scott, but I wouldn't want to know what his tyres are on. Here comes Captain Frazzle on the Red Bull. Passes with ease. And there's Frazzle into the final scoring position for the sprint. Grezza's still in that DRS range of Plum. Just about. Mr. X and Fritzstrick. I think Mr. X gets past fairly easily there. Up into P11. Here comes Axel. Spread's battery's flashing as he crosses the line to start the penultimate lap. And Rufio has lost it. And you can see the gap the front runners have pulled on Icebreaker. Scott and Frazzle going back at it again. Scott gets the DRS and gets past him. Will Grezza pull something out of his bag? He's got 30% of battery to work with. Has he got the pace to try and pinch Plum? He does have a 3 seconds, so that will affect him. But he's left Spread. And Spread's not going to have the DRS to defend against Axel. Axel's struggling for battery power as well as Plum crosses the line to start the last lap of this race. Axel not close enough here, but could he pull it off down the next DRS straight? Is he going to be able to get Master Spread and knock him off the podium for the sprint? He's gaining. He's gaining. He's just not quite close enough. Needed a tenth or more there and he would have had him. Reza potentially pushing to try and gain that gap to Axel and spread. It's not quite pulled a 3-second gap yet with a couple of corners left. Well, you can gain a lot more time. Axel could go for a move here on master spread. He's quite close. But we'll jump on board with Plum as he's going to cross the line and take home the win of the sprint for the AlphaTauri boys. Grez is going to cross the line P2 but will drop to P4. But a great result for the Ferrari boys, P3, P4. Icebreaker going to cross the line P5 and a great result for Goomba. Let's have a quick look at positions gains. He's gained 7, and he's going to be my sprint driver today. Doesn't get an extra point, but incredible race for Goomba up into P6. Final points position is Captain Frazzle, Scott P7, Ollie P10, Mr. X, the reserve in the Red Bull, is going to cross the line P11 with Hyper, Rufio, and then Fritz Strick. Hyper jumps Mr. X with the 3-second X had. Didn't notice that. Rufio P13, unfortunately for him. And Fritz Strick crosses the line in P14. Incredible. So there you have it. There's the sprint result for tonight. I'm going to get a photo of this quickly in case someone readies up early. I'm going to have to be quick. But there you have it. Plum takes home maximum points in the sprint. But he goes into a race with 25 seconds of penalties, which is not ideal. So we're going to have a 5-minute break. The drivers should be loading in. So we're going to go at we're going to go at 9:20. So let's get the race director up and have a look at the strategies from some of the drivers. See what they're going to go for. All mediums at the moment, but we'll see what they do. Bacon soda starts last. Shame for Greza to pick up that 3-second, otherwise that was my driver today. A fantastic move from him. Gets P4 with his teammate for tonight, just in front of him in P3. But there's the sprint driver today, Mr. Goomba. Everyone's sticking with the mediums at the moment. There's Scott changing to the hard, seeing what the time difference is. But I'll leave you on this screen, guys. We'll be back in 3 minutes for the race start. You're more than welcome to join me now, Tom, if you'd like. Completely up to you, mate. And nice, the race director's frozen on my screen. So we'll wait for the race to start, as I am lobby host. We don't want to be fucking up any of these guys' race. It's not letting me back out off the race director, so we can't actually see anything. I'm telling you now, this game is incredible. Can't wait to see the back of it. Don't know if you can hear me. I am clicking B to get off this. You can join my party. But I would wait for a couple of laps to start, and then, because I'm going to have to back out and rejoin, otherwise the stream will just be seeing this. I don't want to do that before the race start, because it will fuck everything up. Actually, fuck it, we'll do it. Capture the race start. Excuse me. Let's hopefully get in before the race starts. Why have 3 drivers, 5 drivers been, hopefully it's them missing their grid box. Good. Let's quickly go for the race start. And away we go for... Scott's been disqualified. What's gone on? What? Unbelievable. I fucking hate this game. Oh, Hyper's into the wall. Hyper has DNF. Easy, guys. Oh, my God. What the fuck is going on, guys? We have a virtual safety car. Again, on lap 1. Scott's been disqualified for no apparent reason. Scott has been disqualified, so he can't race. This game is a barrel of laughs, but the race continues. Bacon Soda jumps Rufio as they have to pit. Bacon Soda a snap of oversteer there. Axel. I believe it, top 5 remain the same. Ollie Champ quickly approaching Fritz Strick. Master Speed with the quickest lap at 10.7. Ollie does get Fritz Strick down into turn 1. Fritz Strick just slips in behind, unfortunately. There's Ollie up into the top 10. Fritz Strick could have a look back on the straight. Scott, you've just been absolutely molested by this shitty game. One more race and it's done. Don't know about your other leagues, but in this one more race and you can go on to the new game. Absolutely shocking. Bacon Soda on the back of Goomba. He looked like he was just reversing. Well, I didn't see what happened, but it popped up. He got disqualified because he reversed on the track just as the race started, which is obviously bullshit. Flying in the air. Jesus, mate. I hope you got a clip. Tom, if you're watching, mate, you can join my party. I can't see you because I think you appear offline. The Bacon Soda has jumped. Goomba. Took me a long time to work. Oh, Goomba, Goomba, Goomba. It's a great save. Great save. It's going to leave him vulnerable to Ollie Champ, who's going to... I don't know if it was caught on street on this one, mate. I don't know if you showed me your own POV, to be fair. I think you do. Honestly, it was fucking... From what popped up, I was like, what? Here comes Axel. Bacon Soda gets the fastest lap of 10.4. And our comms partner of the night joins us. Make sure to include your audio.
Hello, can you hear me?
We can.
What a frag start.
Mate, Hyperigniter, I don't know what happened, but he got put into a wall and DNF. Scott has said, didn't catch it on this stream, his car literally flew up into the air and then got disqualified for apparently reversing on the grid.
Jesus Christ.
Absolutely
Welcome to F1 22.
Yeah, he's got a POV of it from his stream, so hopefully we'll be able to see that soon. We'll whack it in the Wednesday division, just so we know what to expect.
Get some tips for Wednesday.
Yep. We have got a little battle going on for P, essentially 2 in the championship, and Grit isn't far off either.
Yep, very close between us.
It's going to be very, very tasty. My Mexico result did not help whatsoever. The 2 points I got for fastest lap actually is the 2 point gap we've got. Yep. So I'm glad I went for it. But into Brazil, Navi Dabi to see who gets P2. Both of us still can catch the dark mark, I suppose. But obviously, he's fairly consistent.
I can sort that out.
I mean, there's no team orders now. Constructors are done. So,
yeah. Each for their own.
I suppose. Anyway, we continue on with the Monday division after some interesting racing. Great overtake from this man here, Greza, in the sprint on Spread and Big Boy Plum. Plum sort of cruising out ahead now, a 2.5 second gap. He needs to get a 25 second gap. Doesn't look like that's going to be happening. But we never know.
Ollie's on the back of
Scott.
Goomba.
He is, thank you. Scott, you're more than welcome to post it in the Monday. Oh no, you haven't got Facebook, have you? I'll get it off the Discord. Ollie with the DRS. He's gone up the inside. What a shit angle that is. And it's a move pretty much done. Goomba could go for the switchback.
Who gets the DRS in the next straight?
Ollie will.
No, it's Goomba this time, I think. Even a little bit closer.
Yeah, you're right. Just doesn't get the best of exits out of that corner to get the advantage. On the other hand, Greza is almost pushing spread around this track. You won't be liking that with the championship battle going on. Rufio has lost it miles off track, and I bet you that calls a safety car. It's called a VSC.
Safety car.
There's a safety car. He is absolutely about fucking marathon off track.
Yeah, he's a long way.
And that causes a safety car. But there's number one of the night. We've had 2 virtual safety cars across both sprint and the race. Rufio, so disappointed, man. Try and explain to us what happened. Plums in. As is spread, Greza, they're all probably going to follow in. The Ferraris are going to be double. The Ferraris are going to be double stacking here. That's not going to benefit Axel at all. I suppose
but Mercedes might get held up slightly.
You don't really notice.
Oh no, it came at the right time.
He does. He drops the P9. Not ideal for Axel.
Lost a couple
Ewan
places.
puts on the soft, so he's going for the 2-stop. Oh, Rufio's wheel disconnected. Oh, mate.
See this, this game just makes everything disconnect.
I really hope this new game is going to be just even a little bit better with glitches. I don't even care really about the gameplay. I just want glitches to stop.
Yeah.
Because it ruins people's evenings. Even if you're just playing it offline career mode, or you won't really get glitches. But I know playing career mode with the engine failures and stuff like that at the beginning of the game, that's when I played career mode, just absolutely screws you over.
Yep.
Hopefully they sort some of that out. Traction's supposed to be improving. You can actually pull off in third
as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, ideal for myself. I think you're pad as well, aren't you?
Yeah, but I'm going to transfer over to Will for the next game.
Oh, we love that.
Transfer over.
Hopefully you're a bit shit at the beginning.
Yeah.
Hopefully. For my sake, anyway.
I'm alright. It's just to see the differences between the new game and this game.
Yeah, could be a lot easier to sort of get hold of, to be fair. So let's have a look. Goomba's leading the race. We love to see that. AlphaTauri 1-2.
Ewan's in the pits.
Ewan's gone for the softs and he's going to change again, probably for the hards, I presume.
Yeah, I don't think mediums will quite reach the whole way.
Or has he gone for another pair of softs? There's the hards.
Yeah,
changed
the
after
hards.
a little while. Let's have a look at the positions gained. Bacon Soda, the best. Obviously, 3 drivers are out, so he still gained 6 with the guys that have been screwed over. Bacon Soda did start last. Obviously, Goomba yet to pit, leading the race. Who'd you call for the win?
Oh, you can never.
Woodsy, try and.
You can never.
Sorry, mate. Woodsy, try and download and put it in the Facebook chat. Sorry, go on.
You can never count out Plum, can you? So.
You can't.
But I reckon Captain Frazzle's gonna have a great chance still. Still
yeah,
a long way to go.
He's got a lot of pace. Captain Frazzle showed it in the quali, to be fair.
But yeah, anyone really.
It's going to be a tough call. Obviously, I do this week in, week out, so I know the driver's slightly more than you. I know Axel's got quite a bit of pace.
Yep.
Greza in this sprint, if he can keep it penalty free, he's up there. Obviously, Greza and spread are pretty even in pace, I would say, around this track especially. But the safety car stays out for another as the Red Bull of Mr. X just chilling, forcing another lap, or maybe just trying his hardest to obviously catch up. In terms of constructors, obviously, how are Red Bull doing?
Well, with Scott being not in the race, kind of loses us a few points, doesn't it?
does.
I think we're sitting
I think
maybe
majority,
4th or 5th.
week in, week out, you usually get the 2 on the Wednesdays, don't you?
Yeah.
Let's have a quick look at constructors while we've got another lap of the safety car. Where is it? Constructors. Red Bull in 4th. They're 64 points off Haas. Obviously, Haas are probably going to score well tonight.
Yep.
We've got Aston Martin 33 points today, or contenders to obviously solidify a P4. Really. Let me just try and have a look at this clip from when Scott got shafted by the game.
Oh, what's Gunther going to do here? Is he going to let Plum through, hold up the rest?
I can't even believe that clip.
Is it one of those ones?
I'll put it in a Wednesday chat for you. Right, you keep on board with Goomba, and I'll put this in there, and then we can go.
Goomba's gone? Oh, he hasn't? Right. Where's Plum? Plum's lost it.
Plum's lost it. Spread
Plum's lost it.
has been rear-ended by Fritz Trick. Oh, it's a massive collision with Frazzle and Icebreaker. Just be cautious, guys. Plum has lost it and he's dropped to the back.
Did wonder where he just disappeared to. I thought, oh no, the game's not shafted him as well.
That's ideal for Spread, sorry. Now Goomba's got to sort of play the team game here, really, and hold these guys up.
Absolutely. He's still only on lap 10
X,
laps. Plenty of time left to do.
Mr. X is in the wall. Oh, that's a very unsafe rejoin to track.
Oh, Plum's gone again.
Yeah, Mr. X rejoined the track very unsafely there. And Plum's had to take avoiding action. Has completely lost his front wing. Wow, that is very dangerous. Lee, if you're watching, mate, you might want to... And Mr. X has just speared into the wall on purpose by the looks of things. We're probably going to have another safety car.
Which is ideal for Plum right now.
Mr. X messes up someone's race and then does that. He won't be racing here again. Maybe I'm wrong. From what I saw, I was looking at my phone. But he definitely went into the wall there. He won't be racing here again. No safety car, which is an absolute shambles.
Plum was banging on needing a safety car then.
Plum is absolutely fuming. Goomba still leads this race. He's doing a stellar job for his teammate, but his teammate is it possibly in the worst position.
Ewan's gone for the overtake on Icebreaker. Side by side.
Stop looking at my phone. Oh my god. I wish you could pick what camera angle you want as well when spectating. When you get the fucking above the head, we don't want to be seeing that shit. So Ewan gets past Icebreaker, I believe.
Bacon Soda's on the back of Grezza.
Oh, Bacon Soda's up the inside.
Oh god.
They side by side, that's a shit angle.
Goomba and Master Spread are battling at the same time.
Goomba playing a great team game, just can't keep Spread behind. He's now in a massive Haas sandwich. Goomba's lights flashing. Oh, he's going to send it on. Oh, was he going to send it? Spread still leaves room. It's great from these two. Spread always leaves enough room. You've got to give it to him. Goomba doing a great defensive game. You've got to love it.
Yeah, he's doing very well so far.
Oh, Bacon Soda's trying to go around the outside.
Oh, outside to inside.
That's an amazing move. He's going to pull it off. Goomba's still there though.
Oh.
Looks like Bacon might pinch him here. Grezza could try and capitalise.
Captain Frazzle's going to be in the back of Axel.
I think Goomba did everything he could there. Here on board with Frazzle. He's using that battery. Axel is not using the battery to defend. Let's see them into turn 1. There's cars up ahead battling as well.
Oh, he's got a good run here as well. Goomba.
It's not ideal for Goomba. Axel slowly approaching. Goomba's battery's flashing. We'll probably see Goomba coming in soon. Here comes Axel. Around the outside.
Oh, boys. Oh.
Just enough room. Oh, it's a late on the brakes for Axel. Goomba still keeps ahead. Still side by side. When it's been side by side action from what we've caught in stream, it's been brilliant.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
this just shows it. Plum with the fastest lap.
Oh, good driving by Goomba there.
Goomba keeps ahead of Axel, but I think he's going to struggle here to keep him behind. Oh, Axel loses it!
Oh.
I don't know if Ollie got through there, luckily. I think Ewan had to take avoiding action. As did Icebreaker. Goomba is still in P5. So unfortunate for Axel there. Scott with the DSQ glitch, Wilco, welcome in. And Piper lost it on lap 1 or got pushed off on lap 1, I'm not too sure. His was a legitimate DNF. There's a yellow flag for something. I think Fritzschrick. He's lost it again.
He's lost it.
Just watch your tyres, bud. Especially around here. Oh, he almost loses it again. Good save. Paul and Courtois and Bacon Soda.
Bacon's right on the back of his teammate.
He is.
And then Captain's Frazzle's on the back of Grezza as well.
A 4-car train here. We probably want to see Goomba coming in soon, unless he's going to try and do the 2-stop. Not sure what the softs can do around here, but I can't imagine it being a lot. But Bacon is going to go for it on Spread. The teammates fighting. Spread needs the points, really.
They can just keep taking turns, throw each other around. Oh.
Fritzschrick, I believe, is going to get blue flagged. Oh, he's lost it.
Oh,
I don't think he's picked up any damage there.
Yeah, he needs to be careful when he comes back on.
He is off track. He's going to have to wait for the Ferrari to pass, I'd say. As he does so nicely.
Yeah,
well done, mate. Get those tyres off, bud.
Yeah, they've definitely seen better days. Be careful the next
Goomba,
couple
I've
of
just
turns.
noticed he's coming for his change.
Oh, he's done again. Plum, be careful. Jesus.
That's it. You back off track. Fritzschrick knows how it's done. Unlike someone. Frazzle. Still in this 4-car train. Lap 17 of 36. Plum will probably be wanting a safety car in a couple of laps.
Yeah, some Plum needs a safety car massively.
Destroyer cheering on his teammate, Mr. Fritzschrick. He's still in the points. All he has to do is cross the line. See, these camera angles just aren't it. That's why I sort of keep on board a lot. It's a bit boring sometimes.
Yeah.
Frazzle.
He's really closing the
Edging
gap
Ollie
now.
picks up a 3-second.
Oh.
Fritzschrick has retired in the pits. He may have had rear wing damage, to be fair to him. Wouldn't surprise me if he does. Very unfortunate. Scott, you do that, mate. Have a good one. Axel quickly approaching Icebreaker. I do want to keep on board with the front four, but I think it's probably just going to stay like this for the rest of the race.
Axel's in the back of the icebreaker.
He is, and he's going to get the move done very nicely before turn 1. And there's Axel up into P7. We'll jump back on board with Greza. Not my proudest tug, you know. Mate, anything to cheer you up.
So glad I raced on the Wednesday. Just so you can just watch Monday's race and see what the tyres are behaving like. So good.
It is interesting, to be fair. I don't actually pay attention to that. I probably should do that.
Oh mate, I do. I'm a weirdo for that.
I jump on about 7:45. If there's a practice session in it, I get in it, fiddle about with things, get the setup, straight into the race, and it hasn't done me too bad.
No.
But I just don't like Mexico. So the front four still chilling with these gaps. The AlphaTauri boys at the back of the grid. They can have a chilled one. Well, Plum can't really, but have a good one, Scott. Captain Frazzle.
Oh, late on the brakes.
Edging closer and closer to Greza.
This is what these two need to do. Greza and Captain Frazzle need to stop pushing. You get on the back of Spread, then Spread will have to go faster.
Exactly that. Spread's just slipped out of DRS. Pay attention to this through the detection zone. He's still out of it. He's going to use that battery to get in it. Is he going to get it? I don't think he did.
Let's go on his onboard and have a look.
On this. He didn't. No DRS for Spread, and that's not ideal. As Greza closes in slowly. And again, no DRS for Spread.
$16 laps remaining. Is it dry the whole way through, or any rain or anything?
I don't actually know. That's a good shout, to be fair. I'm not too sure with the weather.
So it looks a little bit grey.
It does. Looking at the strategies, I think if rain was expected, we may have seen a bit more. Potentially, some guys running on the hards at the beginning if the rain was approaching early on. Obviously, we're sort of down to the last 3 quarters almost. So, I mean, rain still could come.
This is a bit closer this time.
The best quali time, I believe, was a 107.3 or 4.
Okay.
I think.
Grez's going to go for it.
Ooh, just wasn't quite close enough. He almost had it.
It's one of those ones. He either needs to do it or be careful, because Mr. Frazzle behind will go for it otherwise.
He could go for it here. He's definitely going for it here. Gets a shit camera angle again. Spread could go for the switchback. He doesn't. But there's Greza up into P2.
Hagen's pulled a slight gap now.
These drivers just going to trade the DRS. Frazzle's so close to Spread here. Frazzle has much more battery as well. If Frazzle really wanted to, he could capitalise on this, but let's jump on board with Frazzle. He's just using the DRS. He's not going to use any of the battery. Still got 14 laps to go. I think we're going to see a replay of the last lap, but the driver swapped about.
Yeah, here we go.
Spread's going to go for it here.
And Frazzle, they're going to go 3 wide. Oh.
Frazzle thinking smart. He could... Still side by side between these two. We do get a good camera angle. Here's some more side by side action. Frazzle trying to get involved.
Jeez.
You don't want 3 cars going wide there.
Barely want 2. I know that from experience.
Who was it with?
I can't remember.
I think it might have been in a Monday race where we did allow towards the back end of last season.
That's when nearly lost it. Yeah, I think it was the end of last year.
Here comes Grezza though. Is he going to be able to get past Spread? He's probably going to save it for the next DRS straight. Plumlet is in for the hards. We have a yellow flag. I think that's just Plum.
Yep.
Exiting the pits.
Just come out the pits.
I think. I know. Yeah, it was. So he's been lapped, I believe. I could be completely wrong there. I think he has, because Goomba is miles away. Yeah, I think he has been lapped from the front guys, or at least some of them. There's another yellow flag. I think it's Ewan and Axel potentially coming together.
Yeah, Axel and Ewan is the closest gap so far.
Or it could have been Frazzle and Ollie. No, it's Ollie's jumped Frazzle.
He goes Axel on the inside.
Oh, I thought Ewan clipped the grass then.
Ewan's
probably going to go for the switchback. He does. Axel's flashing. And here comes Ewan.
Boys, keep it clean. Oh no.
So close. Axel's going round the outside. No. Tom, close your eyes.
I am. Oh, give him a little love tap.
So close between these two guys. Yeah, it does look like it's getting a bit clouded over.
I think Captain Frazzle's had a moment because Ollie's overtaken him now.
Yeah, he did it a couple of laps ago, to be fair. Did notice it. Or at least a lap ago, anyway.
Well, this is where Grezza needs to try his best now and get the back of Spread.
You're going to see another change of positions from these two. Axel and Ewan. Axel's going to go around the outside. Another shit camera angle.
Save yourself in the next straight, that's it. Oh, that was a bit of a late move.
It was a little bit. I think there is contact there. Hard battle in between these two guys. Oh, I thought Axel was going to lose it then. Ultimately, it's Plum's decision if he wants to retire. You know, he knows the penalties. If he's not racing again, I suppose it doesn't make a difference. But I'm not going to allow him to retire and not get a penalty. It's his decision if he wants to retire, bud. As we see Axel go for the early move on Ewan. He's going to have the DRS. He's probably going to open up a bit more of a gap.
Oh, Ewan's really low on battery. Oh, they both are. It's going to be gets the better drive from here.
I think Axel's open just about enough of a gap to avoid a move here. It was a great early move before the straight. He had the DRS to open that gap up slightly. Frazzle's caught back up with Ollie. I know what he was doing, Jack. That's what I meant. It was an early move so he could get the DRS and pull the gap. Grezza still sticking in Spread's DRS, and look at his battery. He's chilling.
It's up to him when he decides to use it now, isn't it?
Well, we've got 9 laps remaining.
Axial's pulled a
Could
slight
see a
gap
move
now.
here from Frazzle. Doesn't get a brilliant drive. Got slightly more battery than Ollie. I think we're going to see it here. Goes on the outside. Frazzle pulls right in front of him.
That was a bit tight, wasn't it?
Very tight. It is worth knowing that Ollie does have a 3 second, but I suppose Frazzle will want to be chasing down Grezza.
Yeah, he needs to. They've opened that gap slightly though, haven't they? Grezza's 5/10.
As I said, Hyper, if Plum wants to retire, can you stop him? So it's completely up to him. I mean, he's stuck it out this long, you might as well finish.
Yeah,
but as I said, it's up to him.
Grezza could make a move here. He's used a little bit of his battery.
Fair enough, mate, fair enough.
Just get it slow now. Really good drive then out of that corner. Spread did.
You got a good point, Jack, but you want to take in hand an 11-second gap, and the pace is very equal across this division. There's sort of 2 sections really. You can see the top 4, potentially top 5, and then the bottom 5. Goomba does have the fresher tyres, but is he going to be able to pull a gap or even close it down? Plums already has the fastest lap, I think. I'm not sure. I think the hards can probably do. You might have a point, I suppose. 27 laps on the hards. It's quite a few. You may have a point there. Jay Plum he spun on a safety car restart, and then someone joined the track very unsafely, which caused Plum to obviously avoid, and he hit the wall and lost his front wing, so had to pit for softs and a new front wing, and then he's gone back to his hards, and obviously you can see how far back he is. Not ideal at all.
These two are catching up with Bacon again.
They're sort of. It was 2.5 to 3, I think, at some point. Grezza was still a healthy amount of battery as well.
Yeah, he went down to 62 a few laps ago, so I think he's just like saving again.
Yeah, very unlucky, Jay.
Do you think like Bacon could be like starting to save a bit of tyre wear, do you reckon?
It's a good shout. He is draining his battery, so I wouldn't surprise me if he is doing what you're saying.
To be fair, his tyres, they don't look that healthy if I'm being honest with you. Just by looking at the graphics on them.
I can see Goomba's sort of slowly making a dent onto Icebreaker.
Oh, Grezza's down the inside.
You can see Spread's light flashing.
That's not what you want. You're right flashing, the person behind you does 43%.
Spread isn't easiest car to pass.
Makes it wide.
They are both catching baking soda at a good rate here.
If you're looking at all of them, Grez's tyres, the front left looks the best out of all of them.
It does, to be fair.
There goes Greza.
Round the outside of spread. They're probably going to... Spread's going to tuck in behind.
Greza runs a bit deep.
Got the battery to sort of defend, but he can't defend forever.
He drained his battery now.
Ewan picks up a 3 second. He's got a big enough gap behind him, but anything can happen. 5 laps still to go.
Yeah, he's I don't know. Baker just looks like he's being a bit gentle on the throttle as well, out of turns, out of the corners.
He does, to be fair. These two behind will be noticing that, probably trying to capitalise on it. May forget about their own tyres.
Grez's battery refills so quick.
It's hacks, mate.
He's got that Red Bull hacks. His top 3 is the closest gap, so at the moment.
They're slowly making an indent on the time, that 4 laps remaining to close 9.5 seconds. Going to be a big ask.
Yeah, the sky looks a bit more clearer now as well. Doesn't look as grey.
No, battery on the front 3 is looking very low. Wilco, sorry, you're right. It's what usually happens towards the end of the race. I can guarantee Goomba's probably sitting about 60%. There's 80%. Goomba doesn't like using that battery.
I reckon we could see some late drama here at the end for these tyres.
I agree.
Goomba is absolutely flying at the minute.
He is. And Frazzle is catching up to these front 3. Slowly but surely. And Ollie picks up another 3. So Axel's in within that gap to 6 seconds. I mean, I think Ollie's on 6 seconds, but we'll find out towards the end when we cross the line anyway. Here's hammer time for Axel to solidify P5.
Yeah, I think Bacon has put his foot down a bit again now.
Teased them a little bit,
yeah,
and then thought, yeah, that's enough. You can't in spectator mode. Sometimes you can be lucky enough for the tyre wear to pop up, but you can't actually see the wear, which is obviously quite annoying. But I suppose it's the same as real life. You can't see how much the tyres are wearing, but physically you can see that.
Unless you're Max
Look at
Verstappen.
spreads.
Unless you don't need to pit.
No, and Ewan gets a 5. He's going to go for fastest lap. Gets a 5-second spin in the pit lane. Don't think Goomba will jump him. He might do, to be fair. Nah, Goomba won't jump him. Icebreaker will. If Goomba can potentially stick within a certain amount of time to the penalties, we'll see.
Oh, Goomba! Goomba nearly lost it then. If Goomba didn't lose it, he would have come out in front. Oh, he is in front.
There he is.
You must have let
He
him
could
get
potentially. slow down Ewan's soft run here.
Yep.
Or Ewan's going to slow right down to
Create a gap.
to obviously create a gap.
Or he's going to get some DRS and then help himself a little bit.
So, spread in the penultimate lap, currently in P3. I think that's probably where he's going to finish. The tyres don't look very healthy. We have a yellow flag. I think there may have been a potential collision. And, yeah, Plum giving way to Ewan. He's sort of getting held up by Goomba, but gets round him nice and easy. Goomba's still having a look. Up the inside. Goomba wants that P8.
Grez has closed the gap again slightly. Bacon isn't. No battery.
Here's the last lap. 29 laps these tyres are going to be on by the end. So spreads out of Grez's DRS. I think Spread would fairly be happy with a P3. It's a Haas podium. On board with Bacon Soda as he's going to cross the line, the winner of the Brazilian Grand Prix. And there we go.
Ewan and Goomba are having a good battle here to the line. Goomba's got loads of battery left.
What? Ewan's going to give Goomba the position.
Interesting.
Or he's just going to play with him and see if he can get past him.
Do not let him pass Goomba, please.
Goomba's got quite a bit of battery.
Yeah.
Ewan tried it and he failed.
That's my thing. Ewan did bank on him having a bit of battery.
Yeah, especially Goomba. Driver Day is probably going to go to Bacon Soda by the game. Am I right? I am. So, as you're the guest tonight, Driver of the Day is over to you, mate. Choose wisely.
Oh, let's have a look, shall we?
Whilst you make your decision, I'll run through the grid. So, for the race, Bacon Soda takes home the win with Greza P2 and Spread P3. Great battle in between these three. Captain Frazzle P4 with Axel P5. Ollie gets P6 in the end with Icebreaker, Goomba, Ewan and Plum. The only finishes, and that completes the top 10. Let's get the top 3 in for the interviews. Has Tom made his decision?
I think it. Look where he started. It has to go to Bacon, doesn't it? Really. Look where he started to where he finished.
Commentator's driver of the day.
It was very close between Bacon and Captain Frazzle.
So, driver of the day goes over to Bacon Soda, the winner from the back. All three of them are in the party. We'll first speak to P3 Spread. I mean, either way tonight, whether you won it, you got a podium, but your rival finished P10, and we know he isn't turning up next week. Have you jumped him in the tables? Have you been doing the maths?
Yeah, I'd say I would. I was only 8 points behind. Or 7 or something like that. I think it was 8, but yeah, I think I've jumped him in the table. Yeah, isn't it? He might turn up yet next week. It's not done yet.
It's true, very true. I think he got a bit unlucky with an incident that sort of messed his whole race up, to be honest, after the spin. Completely, obviously not his fault. Bit disappointing to see from one of the reserves we've had join before, but you won't be racing here again. But anyway, back to you, P3. Your teammate again on the podium with you. I'm not sure if you can catch the guys in front for constructors, but I mean, it's still great scoring, and yeah, take us through your race, mate.
Yep, the sprint were good. It's got an electric start in the sprint. I went from 6th to 1st. Don't get me wrong, I got helped out with, was it, I think Frazzle and somebody else come together.
Yeah, me.
Was it? Yeah, Frazzle and Vic. Can come together at turn 1 and Plum just lost out to him, unfortunately. But picked P2 up with that 3 second. I think I would have had Plum off the line, but I got this. I overshot the grid box a little bit, so that definitely cost me. I still had a crack at it, but no, it wasn't to be. But yeah, I don't know what he did. He just bent it under safety car, warming his tyres up, I think. So that was unfortunate, but you know what it's like when you have incidents. Usually one leads to the other. Same like mistakes, one leads to the next. So you know what, you're like 3-4 tenths down in a sector. So I think that's what's happened to him. Just one led to another, which is unfortunate. Obviously you don't want to see him go that way. I'd rather beat him on track, but
hey, yeah, you are right. As I said, the second incident which sort of screwed him over was completely not his fault. Not ideal, obviously. But anyway, we continue on. Next week, Abu Dhabi, where you can confirm the race, the championship potentially, whether Plum turns up or not. Congratulations for P3. Grezza, P2.
Yo.
I mean, firstly, also I do want to mention Spread and Plum. Great side-by-side battling. Unbelievable. It was great to watch, especially with the sprint start. It was absolutely manic. Anyway, Grezza, what an overtake. I said it in chat, mate. It was unbelievable.
Mate, that might be the best one I've ever done.
2 cars in front. He whacks the ERS on straight round the outside of both of them. Unbelievable,
and he compromised himself side by side, and I was just waiting for a chance. I was just sat there, and I was like, I'm gonna have to try and take it here. So I pulled it off.
P2 in the race as well. I mean, it's a great race weekend for you, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a solid weekend of racing, that, isn't it, really? 2 podiums. I know, it was 4th in the sprint, wasn't I? Was that a penalty? But yeah, that race, yes. That was a sweaty race with Spread. It was more mind games when to use the ERS. And Bacon started coming back to us. I was going to wait, but then I thought, if Spread gets his DRS, I'm fucked. So I had to try and make that move and then try and keep him behind. Hey?
We believe in a comms box. It was tyre management from Bacon. Oh, are we correct?
Yeah, just a little. My tyres were on the verge of punctures.
That makes sense.
73% at the end.
Mine were pushing 71, so yeah, that makes sense why you started pushing no traction, so you want to take it that bit easier than
I didn't even notice I was pushing that hard. I didn't even notice the last lap I was on like 74. It's like, oh no.
I thought that was great.
Didn't feel bad.
Anyway, Mr. Morris, well done for P3.
Cheers, mate.
As I said, you don't get an extra point or anything, but I was doing driver of the day for the sprint. You would have got it off me for that incredible overtake, but you picked up a penalty.
I know, I was pushing hard, to be fair. It was a bit sloppy, but I calmed it down in the race.
But yeah, well done for both the sprint and the race. Bacon, back of the grid to the front. You've done a Plum this weekend.
Yeah.
Well, a normal Plum after him not having a mare.
Yeah.
Take us through your race.
Well, I got a bit fucked over at the sprint in turn 1. I got taken out by Frazzle, so I started at the back. I got 2 warnings, but I think lap like 4 or 5. so I was just trying not to get penalty the whole race, and I just kept getting lucky with all the overtakes and made myself into P1 and then had to manage at the end, and then just push a little bit to try and not get Grez in the DRS. So I was shitting myself on the last lap. I was like, I don't want to get a penalty, I don't want to spin, don't want to do whatever, but I managed to do it.
It was quite a hectic race and sprint. I suppose it's expected, especially around Brazil. But I mean, you kept it together. Obviously, as you said, unfortunate in the sprint. But I mean, you didn't really need the extra positions because you got the win anyway. So
Yeah.
Congratulations, mate.
Cheers.
Thanks for all the drivers that participated, all the reserves that helped out for tonight. Thank you for that. We're back on Wednesday, 8:30 with Gunners, myself and Tom, who joined me on comms tonight. We'll be racing in that, so make sure to tune in. Any clips from tonight, as usual, send over to myself or Lee on Facebook. You know the procedure. But other than that, thank you all for watching. We'll be back on Wednesday, and well done to everyone that finished. Have a good one.